Alrighty guys, what is going on? It is EJ with Inca Overland. Welcome to a brand new video this week. If you are not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And when you're at it, hit that bell. It will notify you anytime I post a new video or I go live. It would help me out immensely. So in this week's video, I am going to be going over my opinions of the Jackery Explorer 1000. So full disclosure, I have not been paid by Jackery, and I bought this power station and the solar panels out of my own pocket. I bought these about 2 years ago, and I've had it long enough that I figured I would make a video about my personal opinion and pretty much what I think about it. So if you're interested in a power station, specifically a Jackery, go ahead and stay tuned and enjoy the video. Alrighty, so right off the bat, let me get into the video. So here is the Jackery Explorer 1000. So as you can tell from looking at it, it does come with three 110 volt, 1000 watt AC plugs. It does come with two USB-Cs and then two traditional USB plugins, a 5 volt 2.4 amp, and then the Quick Charge 3.0. Along with that, it does have a typical 12 volt cigarette lighter style plug. So primarily, I use this Jackery for powering my Dometic fridge as it is right now. So right now, I have my Dometic fridge plugged in directly to the AC input, and you can see I'm currently drawing about 11 watts. It's switching between like 8 and 11, and my input is 117 watts. I know it's a little bit of glare, I apologize for that. Now, depending on what you are powering, you will pull more amperage. With that being said, when I do plug in my Dometic and it is warm, so it's not cold, I keep it at about 34 degrees. It does draw a higher amperage. It pulls about 40 watts, but then it goes back down to about 11. But like I said, this is about Jackery, not about Dometic. I can make a video on that in the future if you want me to. But with the Dometic fridge, I did buy the kit that came with two solar 100 panels. I currently have them in line, and I have them both charging the Jackery using the Anderson type adapter. Now you can just plug one directly into the Jackery, and that will draw about, they'll give you about, depending on the sun overcast and everything, right now I have perfect blue skies, about 80 amps, or 80 watts, I'm sorry. With both of them plugged in, I'm up to 117, and it's holding pretty steady, but I am in a direct sunlight and absolutely no cloud coverage. So I will post the exact stats for the Jackery on the screen right now. It does retail for just about $1,000. I bought mine on sale. I think it was Easter sale 2 years ago, and I got the power station and I got the solar panels for about $800. So they do come on sale quite often. You can also buy the Jackery at Harbor Freight, and I want to say a few other retailers, possibly Home Depot, I think I saw them at. But Harbor Freight does have a partnership with Jackery to sell their power stations. So let me go over, you know, what else you can use it for. So obviously, like I said, it has all these hookups, plugins, inputs and outputs. The outputs can go to pretty much anything. I have personally used my Explorer 1000 during a power outage. So we lost power due to a transformer exploding, and we needed internet for communications and for the work that we were doing, me and my spouse. Plugged this in, I plugged in my router and my modem to the Jackery, and it was only pulling about 8 watts. We had it running for about 2 hours. Started at 100%, and I think after the 2 hours, it was down to about 73. And I was powering a modem, a router, technically also a TV, and an Xbox, because I just plugged my power strip directly into the Jackery, and it worked just fine. Now, this is pretty much entry level. They do have 1 or 2 stations below the 1000, and then they go all the way up to, I want to say, like 3000, possibly more. I will post it all on the screen. For my usage, I think the 1000 is perfect. I have never actually had this get below 50%. So out of the box, it does come with a 12 volt power input. It also comes with the standard 110 home outlet. I don't have that on me. I believe that's at home. However, when I am on the trail, I typically have this plugged directly into my Jeep's 12 volt output. So it stays fully charged. Now, because I knew I was making this video, I did not plug this into my Jeep today. And I just had that powering the pneumatic straight off of the battery, and it was at about 73% when I stopped and plugged in the solar panels. And that was about 15 minutes ago. So in 15 minutes, it's gone up already, what is that, 5%? Which is pretty good, seeing how I'm bringing in 116 watts. 117 watts. Meaning that as long as I don't exceed my input, technically speaking, this will stay charged as long as I have sunlight. Which, you know, go figure, solar panels. So my unbiased opinion of this power station is, I think it's great. I think for an entry-level power station, that you're not trying to power your entire home, and you just need something to plug in your phones at camp, maybe plug in a laptop, or plug in a portable electric fridge. I think that this is a perfect power station. It does have limitations, I will tell you that much. With it only having a 10 amp 12 volt, I found that I cannot power a diesel heater using this power station. I bought a diesel heater a few months ago, probably around December. So actually about 5-6 months ago. And I went to use it, and I only brought my power station with me, and I could not use my diesel heater. The diesel heater took too much of the initial amperage to start up that the Jackery could not provide. Now, with a 1500 or even a 2000, you do have a bigger inverter built into the Jackery, which would have turned on my diesel heater without any issue. So that is a limitation. Another limitation is if you do have a large family or a lot of friends that you do go out camping with, this does have the opportunity to die down pretty fast. If you are using it to charge multiple devices, you know, run laptops, or even a electric induction stove. I use a propane or I guess technically a butane grill when I'm camping. So I never have to deal with a electric cooktop or coffee maker, any of that stuff. I use all gas for all that stuff. So I can't speak to that. But right off the bat, if you just need something that is inexpensive starting out, I definitely will say the Jackery Explorer 1000 is a solid station. Now, do you need the solar panels? I don't think so. That's my honest opinion. I have had these solar panels since I bought the Jackery 2 years ago. This is my first time ever plugging them in. Like they were inside of their OEM packaging until about 15-20 minutes ago when I was setting it up for this video. Now, because I got the solar panels and the Jackery on sale for the price of just a Jackery normal price, I figured why not buy it. Now, I have not gone on multi-day like camping trips. The longest I've camped is one night. 1 night camping, 2 days out. So I can't really speak to the solar panels being useful if I'm out for multiple days. But because I do leave it plugged into my Jeep's 12-volt input or output, the Jackery stays typically at 100 constantly. I go to bed, I leave it plugged in because I want to keep my fridge cold. And it still hovers around 96 to 100% at all times. So I'll leave it up to you if you think that you want to, solar panels could be worth it for you. Also, with the standard input, standard Anderson, universal input, you could technically plug any solar panel into this. So if you do have plug this back in. There we go. So if you do have solar panels on, let's say, a camping trailer, or you have them on a roof rack on your rig, or you already have solar panels from any other device, as long as you have the universal input or output wire, you can plug it right into your Jackery and go on with your day. Now, all of the Jackeries from 1000 and above do have that solar input. I can't speak on the 500 because I have never seen one of those out in the wild or even in public. I've never seen one of them, period. But I have seen the 1000, 1500s, and 2000s all out at different events, and they all have that input. So, yeah. And you know what? And I will say, even for that price, I understand everybody's budget is different, and everybody might not be able to afford a power station. So I don't want you to watch this video and think that you need one, because you don't. I have a portable battery pack that charges my phone and also charges my GoPros that I used before I had this power station, and it worked just fine. I bought it out of an impulse buy, and because I had people on YouTube telling me of how good of a station it was, and I thought I wanted it, and I thought I needed it. This is definitely not a need for most people. Now, yes, if you are a full-time traveler and you travel in an RV, or you travel in your Jeep with a trailer or with a rooftop tent, then yeah, something like a portable power station will definitely come in handy and be useful at some point. But don't think you need one because you really don't. That's pretty much all I have for this video. I don't even think it was really I don't think it was really a video based on any facts. I mean, like I said, I will put all of those details on the screen for you to actually get all of the actual specs for these power stations. This is really just a guy who uses it, who wants to let you guys know what I thought of it. Now, obviously, my opinions are my opinions and my opinions alone. You can ask somebody else who has this power station, and they might have complete different opinions on it. But yeah, go ahead and let me know down below if you have a Jackery, and if you do have a Jackery, how do you feel about it? If you don't have a Jackery, or you have one of the other competitors, what do you think about that? About those competitors? About those power stations? Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoyed, I guess, me talking for however long I've been talking. And if you stuck around this long, and you haven't subscribed, or you haven't liked this video, go ahead and do that now. Stay tuned to my channel, because I'm going to be posting a awesome video pretty soon, probably next week, of what I'm up to right now, of why I am out here in the middle of nowhere per se. So this has been EJ with Inca Overland. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoy your next adventure.